All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Leonard Ellerby, the CEO of GTD, speaks out on Twitter in response to many statements about Gervonta Davis. Specifically, he lays out the history of Gervonta Davis and the claims that Gervonta Davis did not want to fight his contemporaries in his weight class. He calls that absolute nonsense and shows receipts. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, and we're going to have a little bit of a history lesson as Leonard Ellerby details some of the behind-the-scene events that took place with Gervonta Davis as he attempted to fight Vasily Lomachenko and other fighters that people claim that he never wanted to fight. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a long-time subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for what you do. It really makes a big difference to the channel. Thank you. So I am an avid follower of Leonard Ellerby. If you don't know who Leonard Ellerby is, Leonard Ellerby used to be the CEO of Mayweather Promotions. He's a longtime confidant and associate of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s. He also works with GTD Promotions, which is Gervonta Davis Promotions. As the CEO last time I checked, he was on Twitter last night, and he was responding to a lot of tweets that were coming at him from anti-Gervonta Davis people. And let me assure you that a lot of these people on Twitter, they are paid journalists. They are paid PR people. They are pretty much human bots to a large extent because they are pushing the agenda of other promoters and not the ones of the PBC, and definitely not Gervonta Davis. So they hit Leonard Ellerby with the usual, Gervonta Davis is 30-0 or whatever his record is. He's undefeated, but he's never fought anybody. He never does anything. He never tried to make a fight with Vasily Lomachenko. He never wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson. He didn't fight Devin Haney. And they go and list a bunch of stuff that he did not do, right? But don't want to look at the facts related to whether or not he could even do the things that they're asking him to do. So Leonard Ellerby used, for example, what was said about Vasily Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta ducking Vasily Lomachenko when Vasily Lomachenko was at 130 pounds. So there was video that was shared in the stream, the thread of tweets, I think that, tweets, I guess that's the right way to say it, in which Bob Arum is on tape saying, "What do I look like trying to make big fights for Gervonta Davis? My job is to make fights for my fighters. I have plenty of good fights that I can make for Vasily Lomachenko, for Shakur Stevenson, for Devin Haney, for these people in my promotional company that I can make good fights for. I don't need to go outside and make a fight outside of Top Rank." That is what that's what the owner president of Top Rank, Bob Arum, said about making a fight with Gervonta Davis and Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko was also on tape the same time saying, "Why would I fight Gervonta Davis? There's nothing in that for me." And do you know why that was the case? Because Gervonta Davis at the time was not a big name yet. He had not broken out. He was not a pay-per-view star at the time. He was just a young, exciting fighter at 130 pounds who had beaten Jose Pedraza and had a lot of buzz behind him. But of course, the buzz starts growing for Gervonta, so does all the hate that comes at Gervonta because he was associated with Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman. And as soon as he jumped out there and beat Jose Pedraza, people started talking bad about the kid and saying how he doesn't want to fight this guy. He doesn't want to fight that guy. But again, Bob Arum is on tape saying that he did not want to make a fight with Gervonta Davis. What do I look like trying to make fights for guys that don't work with me? And that is because Bob Arum knows how business works. And this is something else Leonard Ellerby said. Leonard Ellerby said when Bob Arum had no reason to be making fights outside of his promotional company, and when he has it in-house, he can pay those fighters whatever amount of money he wants to pay them, and there's nothing that they can do or say about it. So he's basically saying that is how Bob Arum ran his business, and Bob Arum was not about to break out and go feed his fighters over to his competition and let them have big paydays. That just doesn't make any sense. So when guys say things like, send the contract. Oh, you're the A side. You can just send the contract. That is not true. There's a lot of verbiage that gets used in these YouTube boxing streets about what can happen and what cannot happen or what should happen, but with almost no consideration as to whether it can or cannot happen. You take Shakur Stevenson, for example. People will put the pressure on Gervonta because Gervonta is the big name to fight Shakur Stevenson, but they take it beyond Gervonta just having the responsibility to fight Shakur. They actually want Gervonta Davis to break contractual relationships, follow Shakur Stevenson to whatever network that Shakur Stevenson signs with, cut a deal with whatever promoter Shakur Stevenson has a deal with, cut that guy in, and then go through these type of negotiations for a fight to be made. For what purpose, right? Shakur Stevenson is not the draw. So why would they can do the same numbers or close to the same numbers with people other than Shakur? That's not the case for Shakur and Gervonta. So it just was really fun listening to Leonard Ellerby go through even the stuff that happened with Floyd Mayweather Jr., where people were talking about Floyd when Floyd was coming up and how Floyd was ducking Antonio Margarito and how he ducked Costa Tszyu, even though he was going to fight Costa Tszyu. Costa Tszyu gets knocked out by Ricky Hatton. Floyd Mayweather Jr. then beats up Ricky Hatton, but then they still claim that Floyd didn't fight Costa Tszyu. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Same thing like Antonio Margarito was supposed to be this big bad guy. The guy literally got caught with loaded gloves and got found out was cheated against Miguel Cotto, but yet they still put pressure on Floyd Mayweather Jr. because Floyd Mayweather Jr. didn't fight a guy that was a known cheat, right? Please, these guys have been on these narratives and have been doing this stuff to people and dogging people's names out for decades now. And I don't think that it is going to stop anytime soon. But I think the more we educate ourselves on how business actually works, the less it's going to really confuse us. Because the fact of the matter is, it has to make monetary sense for people to put up for people to have fights. And if somebody like Gervonta Davis has created their own financial ecosystem and people want to enter into that, it's up to them to make sure they do the things necessary to make that fight. It's not Gervonta that has to jump through the hoops of the B side. And that's the logic people have been using. Because he's the A side, that means he can go and make everything happen. That's not how it works. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.